What is good with y'all boys? It's been a hot minute. It's me, JD. It's been since I don't know, maybe around May or something like that. When I went to Florida, I came back and y'all just never got another video drop from me like ever again. Um, I for real just I don't know. I took a break and from all that and I don't know. But I have been back more recently, have been back a little bit more streaming and all that. But anyways, that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is this card right here. I got D Wade around 10 a.m. on Saturday. I stayed up playing from about 7 p.m. Friday night through 10 a.m. Saturday and finished him out. It took me about a total of 34 hours. Um, so for y'all's like trying to gauge your time on how long it'll take you. It took me about 34 hours. But what the hard part is it's not actually doing the challenges. The hard part is keeping track, right? So I made on the notes app on your phone. I physically went in there and let me go to challenges quick. I physically went into that notes app and I wrote down every single. I didn't write down all these like stat challenges or like the challenge games or whatever. I went in and I for every card I wrote down every single challenge for them. And then so like say when I so say like or who's the first card? Kneppel 3-pointer, right? So I'd write Kneppel dash one, and then I would write the rest. I wrote first and last name, so I knew exactly who I was looking for, right? So I wrote Kneppel one, and then I'll go all the way down to who's next? Trey Johnson, and I'd write Trey Johnson dash three. So then I knew everybody underneath Kneppel until Trey Johnson. I only needed one three with them, and then Trey Johnson down to who's next? Um, I don't remember who it is. Greatness Anthony Edwards. So then everybody else down to Greatness Anthony Edwards would be three, and then I'd have a dash five next to Anthony Edwards. Y'all get the point. I did that with every single category. That's how I was able to keep track of my challenges without having to come back to this screen in between every single game, and that's how I was able to pretty much just instead of so I didn't have to come back to the screen and check between each game, and I was just deleting names, so I was tracking my progress through there. And I know this does it for you, but it goes a lot quicker when I'm able to do that and in between games without having to come back here. Because like I said, I was talking about the hard part is keeping track. What you need to be able to do is get multiple challenges done a game, right? So you'd go into breakout. I was doing breakout boards. You can do breakout gauntlet. You can do whatever you want. Breakout gauntlet though, if you're gonna do it, just reset the board every time if you want to do that. I did it through actual just breakout. Um, but I would go in here and I would grab the three cards that I need and say I need like, but I'd also do the math behind it, right? So like I know that for dunks, um I need 20 or I need 10 dunks with whatever. Let's say here. So let's just look at the challenges. Slashing. Okay. Scroll it down here. More. If you already have these cards unlocked, I would know that like Nate Robinson, I need 10 dunks, and like someone up here. So I know Nate Robinson, I need 10 dunks. I know Jones, I need one dunk. That's 11 dunks, right? I know that every breakout game, I can get 11 dunks per game. So I would knock out these two cards per both of those games. And that other card that I would be using apart from those two cards, um, I'd go into playmaking, whoever I needed assists with. So then you're getting assists, you need you need Derek Queen, right? 12 assists with him. Then if you could I'll show you what I'm about to talk about here in a second. So you can make the games go past 22 points. I'll show you how to do that in a second. Um, but say I need 12 assists with Derek Queen, then I'd get the assist done, and then I'd get both dunks done as well. That's three cards in one game. Like you got to be able to keep track, do the math about how as it's really all about is playing as few games as possible. Just getting the stats you need with as few games as possible. That's how I was able to get it done pretty quick. And 34 hours for this grind was not bad at all. But that's how I was able to get it done. Is just keeping track, doing the math, understanding like how quickly, how many cards can I get done in one game, and like all that type of stuff. So now I'm gonna go into how to do each category. So scoring, pretty simple. I mean, I was gonna make a different video for each one, but I don't think that's necessary. I'm just gonna run through them all here. But for the people that are wondering for a specific category, I'm gonna work down up. So I'm gonna go from scoring. I don't remember the order. I'm gonna go from uh, fine. I'll start at defense. I'll go defense up to scoring, playmaking, slashing, shooting, whatever. So that's your order. So if you want to skip later in the video, go watch those parts. But for defense, really you get most of your stats through rebounds. I did this one pretty passively. I did not do anything crazy. It was really just passive. But if you want to see a specific way to get a ton of rebounds in a game, you go into, say, breakout, load up into a game, right? Um, yada yada, lineups, yeah, whatever. But what you want to do is pretty much just call a screen with your big man, and then come off that screen. I'm just gonna let him score here quick. Also, this is a big thing to do. Let the AI shoot. Like drag your players back to yours basket. Do not play defense. Drag your players back to your basket so they put up shots quick. So I would call a screen with my big, and then I'd just run in a circle, chuck it, R1, switch to the big, box out, get the board. Like I was doing this over and over to do all those rebound challenges, dude. It's really that simple. Like that's all it is. Like occasionally they get it, whatever, drag them back, and then just keep doing this over and over and over, right? Um, Screen, run around, shoot, R1, whatever. You get the point. Like that's how you get those boards though. Like there were spans I was getting like 7, 8 offensive rebounds in a row, and it was I was flying through those challenges for those specific cards, right? Um, but that's for rebounds. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and quit out of this game. It's not that deep. It's a breakout board. It's whatever. um, so another thing so that's for the rebounds. If you're worried about the steals challenge, what is that challenge? Steals challenge. I know it's towards the bottom. Maybe not towards the player bottom. So it was a team steals, wasn't it? Yeah. So Spurs and Nets players. So what I did for those is I would go into a domination game. Just go into a domination game. My preferred team was to play the Nets on Pro, and then make sure your entire lineup, like you see, I have a lineup like titled Spurs, but then I wouldn't put every single card. I put like 3 cards on the court as Spurs players, and then like someone that I needed 3 pointers with, or somebody that I needed dunks or rebounds with. I'm putting those at those other 2 spots, at that shooting guard and at that center spot. I'm putting or at that point guard or whatever. I'm putting somebody that needs 3 pointers, and I need someone that needs dunks, or someone that needs threes, and someone that needs assists, or whatever it may be. And I'm loading into this domination game, right? I know I had a couple people hit me up that they're having trouble with these steals. So what I would do, let me get this fast forwarded, bro. Um, this might actually end up being like a 30 to 40 minute video. I ain't gonna lie. It shouldn't have to take that long. So y'all gauge where to fast forward to your spot. Yada yada yada. Win the tip. Let's just put this shot up, whatever. Right. So what I'm doing is I am full court trapping, and when they catch that ball, like there's one right there. Like that's all it is. Just full court trap them, and then whoever catches the ball, double with the big, and then go play that lane. And sometimes blitz. Like that's all it is. You just gotta get lucky, and those steals will add up over time. You can also just blitz them. It's not that hard to blitz. But that's what I'm doing for. That's what I did for each team. So like blitz, jump. You see that moon pass? Like if you can get to that, that's a steal right there. Okay. So that's all I did for the steals with the Nets and the Spurs players. If that's how you're having issues, it's just full court trap them, blitz them, and just rush them and try to jump that passing lane or get a block. Okay. I think that is all I needed to cover for defense. If you guys have any more questions for defense, put it in the comments. Let me know specifically what you're having issues with, and I will respond to you in there with any tips. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, scoring. Scoring is pretty self-explanatory. This one won't take me too long to go over. Um, what you need to do here is like you got all these career highs, career highs, career highs, right? I'm going into domination. I mean, for me personally, for domination, I average between 170 to 100 to 200 points a game. Like there was one game I put up 198. Like you can get a ton. Like just keep dragging your cards back. Don't let your team play defense. Let the AI just keep shooting. Like drag your cards away from the rim. Don't let your team play defense, and you get more offensive possessions. And I'm passing that thing up, and I'm pulling every single time I pass it up. I'm just pulling and pulling and pulling, and you get a ton of points in that game. That stacks up your assists, that stacks up your points for each card, whatever card you need to get points with, and then that stacks up your three balls as well, because that's how I got my threes done. But yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. 3 points with these cards, 3 points total points with these cards, and just go into domination and do that and get however you mean. Then again, as I said, make sure you're completing multiple challenges at once. If you have someone that needs a dunk, put them in the lineup. If you have someone that needs, like Carmelo needs 62 points, Shea needs 55, and KD needs 55. So that's 182 total points right there, or 172 total points right there. I know that I will get 172 points in the game because that's around what I average. So I'm putting those three cards in my lineup, getting that done, and then putting someone else that needs assists or rebounds in the game as well to track their stats. Um, so that's how I would go about scoring. Is definitely going to or like say someone you need 21 with, just do a quick breakout game and do whatever stats you need and rebound wise or assist wise and get the 21 right there. But for everybody else that was high points, that's what I'm doing is I'm going into domination and throwing up chucking up shots with them. So we can move on. If you have questions, let me know in the comments. Say heat wave scoring, let me know. Playmaking, pretty self-explanatory. Every single time you're hitting those threes and getting those dunks and everything off, make sure every shot you take is off of a pass, so you're stacking up your assist totals. Um, so like Brevin, I did in a domination game. Um, where else do we need here? I don't know why I keep backing out, but like I know that on average I'm scoring 170 points off threes, so that's about 171 points is 57 threes. So I know I can get 57 in a game, so that's 36. That's 55. I know I could get all three of these cards done with threes with one domination game. That's how you got to look about it. That's how you got to look at it, dude, and just put your head down and grind. Um, but that's how I went about assists. I also did them through breakout, um, but these ones are pretty easy. There's not really any confusion there. They just take a while. Um, so if you have any questions, again, let me know. Playmaking, what you're having issues with, let me know in the comments. Slashing. This is the one that I'm actually going to come back to this one. I'm going to do shooting first. Shooting, 3 pointers. This is the one that like I strictly did domination for, to be honest. Other than these ones that are like 1, 2, or like 5 3 pointers that you can get done. Like the 23 pointers, I did in one domination game with him. But like the ones that are like anything less than 10, like 7, like I'm getting those done in breakout. I'm comboing like a 5 and a 2 and a 1. Comboing a 5 and a 3 in breakout or whatever you need. You just got to keep comboing. Um, but really, domination really did help with getting these ones done because you need so many threes with so many cards. But I know that I can get around 63s up a game, so I could get all three of these done in a game. Or you couldn't. Actually, I think you did have all three of these unlocked. I don't remember, but you get the point. You can get a ton of threes up in one domination game. So that's how I'd go about doing threes, is dom. If you have any questions, specifics, let me know. 3 pointers. All right, dunking. This is the one that I know a ton of people were having questions with, and this is the one that took me the longest, like by far. Like it wasn't even close. This is the one that took me the longest. Um, I'm gonna show you. This is what I was talking about earlier that I was gonna show you how to do. Um, it's like I had every single challenge done, and by the time I had every single challenge done, I was still only at a total of 650 dunks. I still needed 350 to hit that 1,000. So what I did was I went into breakout. I went into a game on breakout. Um, I'll show you what I did because this some of you may not know this. Um, the total doesn't. You don't just win by two. Like, well, it does end when you win by two, but it doesn't just go up to like how you know how in like triple online park games it goes up to 25 one by one you're done. That's not how it is in this game mode. So I'm calling a screen every single possession. I'm calling a screen, letting him roll, and I'm just throwing in that thing, right stick down, dunk the ball. Hold the right stick down and dunk the ball. And then again, dragging everybody up, dragging everybody up, dragging everybody up, dragging everybody up, dragging everybody up. Let them get an easy lane. Um, R1, square, throw it to him, right stick down the lane. Um, and then I'm going to quickly try to let them try to get this to a 2020 whatever game. So I'm just gonna go chuck up threes. But you get the point with the just call the screen. I haven't seen this jumper actually chicken. I haven't used that card yet. I got him and never used him. Um, it's 7-4 is the total. Here, let me move my camera so y'all can see the score on this. Um, But so what I'm going to say for this challenge, what you need to do is keep that point differential at one. You want to keep that point differential at one, like how I'm up by one or they're up by one every single time. We just want to keep that at one. So I'm going to, because I guess I was talking to my boys in a Discord call earlier. I guess some people didn't know that you could go past 25 on this. So I actually had a game where I got up to, I think the final score is like 364 to like 362 or something like that. So I got like 182 dunks done in one game. Like, because dunks was my last one to do. It took me the longest. I got it. I got my assist done doing this. Um, but yeah. Um, what am I trying to think of? My brain just had a freeze for a second there. Uh, yeah, I guess they didn't know that you could go past 21. So, yeah, I got all the way up to 364, got 184 dunks. You can go past that or 182 dunks. You can go past that, but my concern wasn't anything to do with the game ending or anything like that. My concern was the game like saying, giving me an error saying this game cannot be continued and then having to redo that, right? Like that was what I was afraid of, and I wasn't about to do like, because I'm not gonna lie, that took me like an hour and a half to 2 hours to get, probably not 2 hours. It took me about an hour and a half. I don't even know if it really, I don't remember. It took me around that range of time, about an hour, hour and a half, whatever, hour to 2 hours, um, to get up to that score. And I wasn't about to, I was gonna be so mad if they gave me a, oh shit, my dumbass ended the game. Ha! Yo, I might be special. Anyways, I was talking and not thinking. Anyways, what the purpose is that dang, I gotta show you guys that. That's fine. That's on me. Um, when you get to like 21-20 or whatever, it needs to be a 1 point differential. When you get to 21-20, you need to force them to take twos to get up 22-21. Then you take a dunk, 23-22, and then you give up a two, 24-23. Like that's the purpose. I know it's easier to see, so I was gonna try to show you, but I was being stupid and just wasn't looking at the score. So now I'm just yapping for no reason. Um, but I'll try to get there pretty quick because I want y'all to see it. I know most of you will probably follow what I'm saying verbally, saying about keep it a 1 point differential and just keep stacking up the score. But there's a certain way that you can force them to take twos so they won't take a three when you do it. And I want to show y'all that. I can actually probably show you that now. So what you want to do is user the person that's guarding the ball and go to the side of them. Like just open up that lane, but don't step in front. Like just stick onto the side of them. So I'll show you that again. Um, the weight is so chick. Not with tempo online though. So guarding the ball on the side of them, force them just straight down the lane. You just want to keep doing that over and over because then you'll get to the point where it's like 25, 26, and then you take a dunk, and it's 27, 26, and then you give up a dunk, and it's 28, 27. Like it's pretty self-explanatory. Um, I do want to show you guys quick because I know some people aren't going to understand what I'm saying unless they see it. So if you understand it, click off the video. You're good. You're ready to go. Um, if not, stay in for the next like 5 seconds, like 2, 3 minutes while I get this score to where I need it to be. I'm gonna go ahead and try to give up a 3 here. Yeah, thank you. Hit it. Thank you. See, because like notice how like I don't want to be up by an even number. I want to be up by an odd number. So I want to be up by 1. At the end of the day, I want to be up by 1. So now I can give up straight 2s, and they'll be at I'll take straight 2s, and they'll after 8 points they'll be at 19. Like they'll be up by 1 on me, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and take one more 2. This is for the people again. This is for the people that didn't follow what I was saying verbally. If you just wanted to see it, let me force them into 2s. I know I did quite a bit of yapping there. Holy yap sesh. That was on me. I was being dumb and didn't look at the score when I did the other one. But yeah, it's good to see y'all again, man. It's been a hot minute since I've done any sort of recording or anything like that. I've been going live a little bit, but I don't know, dude. I just got away from it, focused on school and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, for the people that don't know, I've graduated. I'm on to full-time work, all that. Got my degree. But yeah. So now that you see I'm down 21-20, like you just want to keep getting dunks. So R1 square, boom, dunk. 22-21, right? I want to give up another bucket here, but I don't want it to be a 3 because that ends the game. So I stick to that side, force them into a 2. 23-22. You want to be up by 1. R1 square, dunk the ball. 24-23. And then you want to be on the side of him, force him to the middle, force him down the lane, but don't give up a 3. Bang, 25-24. And you just keep doing this over and over and over, as many total dunks as you need. Like, this can go on and on and on. Like, there is not a set limit for how long you can do this. And yeah, that's basically it. So, you just keep doing that over and over, and you'll get your total dunks. If you have any questions on that, just let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to go answer those. But so that's covered every single topic. Defense, going to domination for the steals with however many cards you need of each team. And the main points are combo complete, so complete multiple things at the same time. Get those done. Dunk totals going to breakout, and shooting, scoring, and 3-point totals go into domination. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to answer those. My fault for the yap sesh that I had to do there. That was dumb of me. But I'll in the description I'll put timestamps for where you need to go for. I guess y'all are through the video. Y'all need to know. But I'll put timestamps in the description for where you need to go. Deuces, peace. If you have any more questions, I'll try to make a video on them if I need to. If not, come say hi in the live on the Purple app, bro. I'll be live on the Purple app more often than on here. So, all right, I'll catch y'all.